passed down mother to daughter, daughter to mother. You know, what I mean that type of thing. Father to son, son to father, that type of thing.
I mean, yeah, I think of course, I think generational curses is like one of those things where it's like a bad habit that becomes normalized within your family to the point where nobody even realizes they doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it has to become like somebody from that family like kind of steps outside the box and be like, hold on, like well, this also this is the reason why my family ain't been progressing over. So whatever amount of time it may have been. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you realize like, oh, this is a generational curse. But a lot of the times, the people that's actually, doing it don't even realize it. It's habitual. And then an example I use, I've seen a family where because the grandmother lived through the Great Depression, that mentality was getting passed on, to into the 2000s, and it's like y'all can take a shower, like what I'm saying. Y'all don't gotta, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like just little shit like that. You don't have to be so like, and it's like you understand, but it's like nobody's thinking like you. There's so much more resources out here now than it was back then. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like that's an example of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody else got any generational curses or just want to speak about the topic?
I mean, I agree with Lighthouse on that. I mean, that's just energy, bad energy being passed down from generation to generation until someone with the wherewithal or the knowledge to, like you said, take a step back and like realize, whoa,
I gotta break the mold.
This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? This is not it. And it, I mean, you gotta thank God for people like that, man, because where would where would we be without some sort of generational breaks at curse break? Like we sitting here having talking to each other like who we don't know at what point in time like those generational curses were broken for us to get to this point. So it's huge sacrifices being made. But yeah, I definitely believe in that.
You got to go through it to recognize it.
Right. Yeah, that's the truth right there. It's like you gotta like see the be in the dark to see the light type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have one without the other type shit.
That's some real shit.
And I do think it's real because I used to know this one dude. His name was Cedric, but like he always used to have the worst fucking luck. Like his whole like even his pops and shit. Like it was weird. Like almost passed that shit down. But I guess his pops used to be reckless. Like back in his day or whatever. But I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just speaking to the energy being passed, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's just real though.
Yeah. I think
hey, but P, like when you say it like that, like I believe in that, like in certain situations, but how many times do we know of like I don't want to get on like conspiracy shit yet, but I'm gonna hit y'all with the shit. But like it's like all these like mafia families or crime elite families, the Bushes and shit. They pass that shit generation, but they they still thriving. So like that, like when does that shit kick in?
Well, I mean that is their curse, man. They just like it's a gift. That's their gift. It's a gift, just different, verbiage. Like generational curses don't always have to be bad. Just like how you're born into like that rich wealth. That's just like a generational. I don't want to say
is a curse. Yeah, there could be a curse.
Yeah, depending on how that
selfishness and greed and all that shit. Yeah.
So that's a big one because like if you actually read some of these people's like books, like even wealthy people, like they say how much like turmoil they went through like in their life and like how it wasn't warranted and how they think that it was from generation to generation, like it was passed down to them from that wealth. Like so it's a lot. I think it's a lot of energy tied to wealth and how you. You know what I'm saying? How you come into that wealth. If it's a lot of what I'm saying, like backstabbing that you're doing to get wealthy, I do think that damn karma will get back at you, bro. So
the first thing I thought of when I saw this question, y'all seen that movie? Is a hide and seek where she like gets married to the dude and they play the game in the mansion.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was pretty good.
Shit. Yeah, I thought about that shit. I was like, you know what? That's like a generational curse because they were like under.
Hey, she looked just like Margot Robbie.
She does. I was like, that's not Harley Quinn. I was saying that the whole time. I swear to God, I was saying that the whole time. But yeah.
But so the funny thing about that though, Phil, is just think about how much money they had. You know what I'm saying? That was like a ritual. That was like a game. And we talking about a movie, but see, reality, you know, like not too far fetched from what happened.
Not at all.
In the family. Yeah.
Especially if it's not to the family standard, it's a sacrifice now.
Right.
I could definitely see that shit. Yeah, it made rich, wealthy motherfuckers out in the middle, wherever the like that was crazy.
So I was going to touch on generational curses. Is not even just you know, like I think Remy said, you can have it within the house and you not even notice it or realize it, you know, until somebody says it or until you get older yourself. But I think it's like spread through everything. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it could be you playing the victim. You know what I'm saying? You saying I'm a black man in this industry. I'm never going to make it because everything's against me. You know, that's a mentality. It could be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to go to college. That's a mentality that I think we all broke. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us went to Bowie Stage. So like I think it spreads like throughout. It's not just like a characteristic. It's almost like mentality.
Yeah.
I think that's why we got so many rappers out here. They're trying to break that generational curse.
No, that's not even like a generational curse though. I mean, even speaking to like what Paul was saying, I'm the second person to ever even go to college in my whole family and shit.
Right.
That's what I mean. Like, just breaking that whole mindset. That's even. I was shocked at that, but it's like, it's generational. You kind of wake up and set that new standard. You know, create the new vibration for the next generation.
Create the new norm.
Yeah, whatever you want to. Yeah, whatever you pursue.
I hate that phrase, bro.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too.
That COVID.
You know what else I hate? Build back better. You been hearing that shit?
Yeah.
That shit dumb. Build back better.
Yeah, man. Hey, all right. So, like generational curses, do you think it expands more, just like not in your family, but like generation as a people, like us as a people? Do you think like, you know what I mean? Because like to say, Genesis, you know what I mean? They say, you know, we the cursed ones allegedly, and we were sent to a land where we're gonna be in bondage for X amount of years and gonna come through it. So do you think, you know, as a people, we curse?
I wouldn't say that's a curse, or what. I think that goes into like politics and fucking laws and shit that was made specifically for us to be fucked up.
Okay, so isn't that part of the curse?
Yeah, I feel like
I don't know. That's man-made.
From the spiritual perspective, Randall. You talking about like spiritually? I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
but don't it seem like everybody's in on the curse? Like once you,
what you mean?
Break it, like I mean, like
I get it.
It seemed like
everybody was in on the transatlantic slave trade. And
yeah, but even after that,
global participation. So
I'm talking even after that, like the war on drugs, and you know, what I mean? How you know the financial gap between us and other people, like it don't seem like it's a curse like all the way around generationally, even though we're coming up, but to break out those curses, it didn't feel like it was I don't know, engineered. Engineered.
It's just whatever. Yeah,
I mean, I definitely agree. It's engineered. I wouldn't necessarily call it a curse, but it's definitely.
But like for it to go on so long, and it gotta be like kind of like a curse, not in like
I get what you're saying though.
Not like a spooky way, but a design engineer way, and it has to be a reason for it to put somebody in, you know, just to give them a short straw every single time.
Absolutely,
and that shit's still happening in real time. Like
that's what I'm saying.
We don't even know the effects of the shit that we accepting right now. Like the shit to be like, oh, this is cool, this is good, and then 20, 30 years down the line, you be like, oh, so that policy the government passed that we thought was a good thing. Because isn't that always what happens? Niggas be like, well, shit, the policy of the Act of 1965, and then you look back and be like, oh shit, that shit was actually set up. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see 20, 30 years from now. Look back.
And we need to do
a segment.
You know, we need to do a segment on all these fucking executive orders that was passed because it was like 50 some.
There's too many. You talking about Biden? Just Biden's?
Yeah.
Just Biden.
Hey, look, 100 days. First 100 days, right?
He's been working.
This shit being probably passed right up under our nose, and we don't know it.
Yeah.
Like just like I know the whole Smith-Mundt Act, like it was legal to use propaganda in the media against the U.S. people. Yeah, I didn't know that shit 5-6 years ago until I looked it up. But yeah, anyway, that's some overtime talk. See you on overtime. But yeah, generational curses. Anybody else? Any thoughts on generational curses?
I just want to touch on the crack, like the crack. Like to Marcus' point, that shit's still affecting our generation to this day. And I think that was strategically implemented in in our community and a lot of the predominantly black neighborhoods too. So you got to understand too, like that shit. Yeah, that shit is like
put it like this.
That shit is almost like intentional. Like let's fuck them up so they won't be all right for 30 years.
I just saying the crack guns. The crack game really evolved from crack music to trap music, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like, and that shit's still influencing niggas, because you know what I'm saying?
Glorified.
Like regardless, even if the crack ain't devastating us like it used to, the music and the glorification of that lifestyle is still being
it's actually worse
happening to the mind. Yeah, because now niggas is doing shit they don't have to do. You know what I'm saying? Back then it was an opportunity for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Even not defending it, but you know what I'm saying? But that was what that was. But like now it's like it's celebration. You know what I'm saying? It's like look what I did. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So
right.
And even if like you try to talk to niggas about this shit. Yeah, you can even try to talk to niggas about that shit, and like most people, like you don't even.
That's a curse in itself.
Right over
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's a curse in itself.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and it's so funny, and it's not funny, but it's sad that like it's easy to like fool. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to fool a nigga, but it's way harder to convince that same nigga that he's actually being fooled. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like what the fuck is wrong with you? Like what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? How does that happen? Their program is just crazy. Like the way that shit is crazy. This shit crazy. Like hold up.
But even